YouTube, welcome to Mose Knows. I'm your host, Mose. We are back with our team mock draft series. As of right now, we are on episode 8. Episode 8, we take it to the dirty. We're going to the dirty South. We are mocking up the 2022 NFL draft for the Atlanta Falcons. I will be the resident GM, head coach, scouting department, and we're going to pick players in this mock draft to help build this Atlanta Falcons roster. This roster looks vastly different from what it did a year or even 2 years ago. Vastly different. The biggest missing piece now is no Matt Ryan. The Falcons have moved on from Matt Ryan and they traded him to the Indianapolis Colts. Julio Jones moved on a year ago. We still don't get back Calvin Ridley Jr. because now he's been suspended for gambling. Calvin. So now this Atlanta Falcons team might possibly be in full rebuild mode. I like some of the offseason moves so far in free agency. You're able to bring back Cordell Patterson. You're able to sign Jake Matthews to an extension. You're able to bring back Isaiah Oliver and Eric Harris and Young Hoku. You're able to sign Casey Hayward. So now you have a veteran defensive back in that room. You got Lorenzo Carter over from the Giants. So there were some good moves that were made. And even bringing in Marcus Mariota on a 2-year deal, I think those are all solid moves. But we know that division is tough. Will the Saints be as tough as they used to be? I don't believe so. Carolina, they're still uncertain because of the quarterback position. But you do have to contend with the Buccaneers. There are the Rams in the NFC, the Packers in the NFC, and there are other solid teams. I would say Dallas is a solid team. My Niners, of course, can't leave them out. Eagles made the playoffs last year. So did the Cardinals. So the NFC is a tough division, a tough conference. So do these moves move the needle? Maybe not much. So let's see what we can do. Let's jump right in. I'm going to select the Falcons. We won all 7 rounds. And we won fast because we don't care about what anybody else is doing. All right. Falcons on the clock. Pick 8. Oh. Now, I was going to say, could we go quarterback here at 8? And the Giants, just to spite me, took Malik Willis. I had in my mind, this video going to be a splash. I'm going to take Malik Willis at 8 and just shock the world. Giants was like, nope, we got that covered. Hold my beer. All right, so our needs are edge, wide receiver, quarterback, safety, linebacker, interior offensive line, running back, interior defensive line, tight end, corner, tackle, wide receiver. A lot of needs for this team. Edge is a big need. We're the Atlanta Falcons. I see it, one of the top edge rushers on the board from Georgia, played at the Georgia Bulldogs. Keep him in state, keep him comfortable, and let him go wreak some havoc on that defensive line. I'm going to go Travon Walker, defensive end out of Georgia. Man, they stole Malik Willis from me. Okay, Giants, I see y'all not trying to play nice. I don't think we're getting a quarterback this year, guys. I really wanted to. My plan was, if I don't get Malik Willis early, in the second round, I would try to go Desmond Ridder. And if you think of the way Marcus Mariota plays, and if you think of the way Desmond Ridder plays, they kind of have similar styles. So the offense that you're implementing for Marcus Mariota should be an easy offense for you to also implement for Desmond Ridder. In the event that Marcus Mariota goes down with an injury, Desmond Ridder can come in, and there's not too much of a learning curve because he already knows the offense. The offense is the same. You don't really have to change or tweak it. Unlike my 49ers, who had an offense for Jimmy Garoppolo and then a separate offense for Trey Lance, and then it just didn't look right, especially early on. We're not even going to talk about that. But you can implement a similar offense and not have to make any changes based on the quarterback style of play because they're so similar. And with everything that Marcus Mariota has been through in this league, I think he could potentially be a great mentor for somebody like Desmond Ridder. Now, Mariota is young enough to where he may not want to take on that mentor role because he's like, I want to be a starting quarterback in this league. I am a starting quarterback in this league. I'm not trying to help you one day eventually take over my job. But you only signed a 2-year deal. Unless you're lights out and like really take over this team, you're probably going to be a bridge to someone else. And I was hoping it would be Desmond Ridder. Unfortunately, it is not because the Seahawks took him at 41. Gosh, dang it. Let's take a look at our depth chart and try to make some sense of where to go next. I mean, wide receiver is definitely a need. I see safeties a need on here. And Jaquan Brisker is on the board. Oh, but is it a need? Because we brought back Eric Harris and we got Richie Grant, who we drafted last year. I mean, our depth behind them is a little weak. And I mean, we re-signed Eric Harris, but I think if we can get younger, more explosive, Jaquan Brisker, we could take Matt Corral here. I'm not that big of a fan of Matt Corral, to be perfectly honest with you. And I don't know if he's valued this high. Now, you could take him here at 43. Eventual starting quarterback, heavy volume of RPO concepts. I mean, since he ran a lot of RPO, if that's a similar offense that you're putting in for Marcus Mariota, it could work for Corral. He just doesn't have the same speed and athleticism. I feel like Falcons fans would kill me if I took Matt Corral here. I mean, I don't care about getting killed in the comment section because everybody has their own opinion and you're entitled to your opinion. But if I was a Falcons fan watching this and somebody took Matt Corral here, I probably might kill him too. So this is tough. We can look at wide receiver. I mean, Christian Watson is here, but so is John Mechie. And you talk about the speed and what he's able to do on offense. So good linebackers here. Quay Walker. But he's probably I mean, it could work. He's like a 3-4 outside linebacker. Well, they got 4-3 multiple front. Allowed to run and chase and make plays. But I can see with his size, I can see him being outside linebacker in a 3-4. Christian Harris is here as well, who I like a little bit better. If you're talking about run and chase, you put him next to Deion Jones, that would be crazy. I feel like we can get wide receiver later. I feel like there's a drop off from linebackers. I don't want to go Georgia back to back. So I'm going to go Christian Harris from Alabama. And we're back on the clock, still in the second round, 2 second-round picks here at pick 58. And Mechie's still on the board. So I think you get your linebacker and then you can get your wide receiver. Absolutely love it. back on the clock here at pick 74 in the 3rd round. And then we also have another pick a few picks later at 82. I'm sure Brisker's off the board at this point. Some safeties we could get later. Let's take a look at interior all line. Ooh, Dylan Parham from Memphis. I like that. I mean, he would be depth at this point. I mean, I really like the Falcons offensive line with Jake Matthews, Jalen Mayfield, Matt Hennessy, Chris Lindstrom, and Caleb McGarry. I really like the offensive line. I think that's why interior depth is so low. He would just be depth at this point. Because Ryan Newsill and Drew Dahlman are our backup guard. I mean, he would just be depth at this point. But I feel like we can get better value and maybe a player that can come in and start right away. Now, if you want to go quarterback, you possibly could go Sam Howell here. I might wait till 82. But you could go Sam Howell here. Let's see.
Good night, Prada.
Yeah, so we got Chris. Yeah, we got Harris to go next to Deion Jones at that right inside linebacker. I mean, we could edges. I would say edges in need, but we already got edge. Don't need a tight end because we got pitch. I mean, based on what's available at this point in the 3rd round, you can go best player available and on position of need. I'm gonna get the offensive line depth because you never know what you're gonna need and when you're gonna need it. Here's our next pick in the 4th round. 114. That's what, 32 picks. I feel like he might be going by Ben. This is not a good draft for quarterbacks. And then the only person you have behind Mariota is Philippe Franks. Yeah, I feel like you go Sam Howell here for depth and a camp arm. Maybe you can develop him, maybe you can't. But 2 third-round picks. I don't think there's a safety here. I think it's too soon for any of these guys.
Good night, Prada.
We would need a 3-4 guy. And a lot of these guys, Carter, Mathis, they're 4-3 fits. Butler is multiple front, but he's a little light at 6'3.5", 299. I think Ridgeway is a 3-4 guy, yeah. But Ridgeway value 137. Maybe we can get him later. So no defensive tackle. We got a linebacker. We got edge. We got Terrell. We signed Casey Hayward. We got Isaiah Oliver back. Still got Kendall Sheffield in the building. Maybe we can also get a corner later too. Although I like Marcus Jones as a slot corner and what he can provide as far as depth on special teams. I'm going to start doing some of these live because I need to phone a friend. I should call my cousin. Let's see. Tackle would only be depth at this point. Yeah, I mean, I guess at this point you can go best player available. You can get Sam Howell. Not the quarterback I wanted, but if you can get him with your second pick in the third round, that isn't bad. Okay. Now we're at pick 114. Do we need a punter? We do. Because our punter right now is Dom Maggio. No idea who that guy is. But this kid out of San Diego State is a problem. He's a problem. I mean, we could get more offensive line depth and take Chris Lindstrom's little brother. That would be awesome to have them playing together. That would be dope. We already got Dylan Parham at 74. But Alec Lindstrom again, I mean, he can offer a little bit of versatility and may be able to slide in the center as well. We got wide receiver, but Wan'Dale Robinson is also a really good pickup here at this point. Let's take a look at running back, even though we know we got Patterson Davis and Damian Williams. So do we add another back? If we do, it may not be till later. I like Tyler Beatty from Missouri here. Corner, too soon. Safety, also too soon. I feel like at this point we can get Ridgeway and add depth behind Taquan Graham at nose tackle. I feel like at that point we can get Ridgeway. Solid 3-4 defensive tackle, nose tackle in the trenches for us. Back on the clock here at 151. All right, now I think we can take a look at the safeties. A bunch of different options here. Now, if we're looking at free safety and we're looking at somebody who can go get the ball, I'm going to pound the table for my guy, who is JT Woods from Baylor. He just knows how to go get the football. Cook is more of a strong safety. So you have the young Richie Grant there, which I feel like is a young developing player. Dane Belton, again, I feel like he's more of a strong safety. See, he's like 3 safety, big nickel, heavy defense. But I feel like he's more of a strong safety. Even at 6'1", 205, he's gonna do a lot of the in the box stuff. If you go based on draft network value, you could go with a guy like Tyson Anderson. But again, developmental sub-package linebacker and special teams coverage player. So he's going to be more of that big box safety. But if you're looking for a free safety in this defense, someone who could eventually supplant Eric Harris and be a solid ball hawking safety, JT Woods. He had 6 interceptions last year, 2 in the Big 12 championship game. So he could do it on the big stage when the spotlight is the brightest. I think you can develop him into a solid ball hawking free safety on the back end. So I will go my guy JT Woods there. Back on the clock here at pick 190. All right, y'all gonna kill me, and I don't care. It's 190. We in the 6th round. You know, special teams is a major part of this business, this league. We just re-signed Young Ho Koo to make sure that our kicker is solidified. Now we got to make sure our punter is solidified. 6th round for a punter, especially of his quality. You see where he's ranked at. I don't think that's bad. I'm going Matt. I'm going Matt Ariza, punter out of San Diego State. Got to have a punter. We got to be able to flip field position. So don't kill me, y'all, but I'm going punter. He's a really good punter. Just trust me. All right, we're back on the clock. Pick 213. We've got most of our top needs. We can take a look at running back here if we want to get some depth, especially with our offense and how we like to play offense, especially with Cordero Patterson catching the ball out of the backfield. We have Mike Davis and Damian Williams, who are more of our short yardage power backs. So we could go with a guy like Ty Chandler from North Carolina to be a secondary pass catching back for us. Tight end, Nick Muse, Trey Berry, Grant Calcaterra, all options here if we want to look at the tight end position to back up Kyle Pitts. We could always go another corner because we did not get one. So we can look at going corner here. Chase Lucas from Arizona State, Kalen Barnes from Baylor, Demarion Williams from Houston, even Jalen Armour-Davis from Alabama, Zion McCollum, Sam Houston State. All really good prospects there. What other position did I want to take a look at? That was it, really. Oh, let's see what other wide receivers are here. Ooh, if we want to add speed, we can go Tyquan Thornton. Jalen Naylor from Michigan State. Trey Turner from Virginia Tech if we want a big body. Yeah, I kind of almost feel like we have to go another wide receiver here. And speed is king. I'm going to go Tyquan Thornton from Baylor. I feel like we have to get another. Our wide receiver room is thin. Only got 5 guys. So if you draft 2, that brings that count to 7. And then any undrafted free agents that you bring in for camp. Got to have weapons. Mariota got to hit somebody. All right. That's going to wrap it up for the Falcons. Let's take a look here. 9 picks in total. First round, pick number 8, we take Trayvon Walker, edge rusher out of Georgia. At pick 43 in the second round, we take linebacker Christian Harris from Alabama. 15 picks later, at pick 58, we take his teammate, wide receiver John Mechie III. At pick 74, we take interior offensive lineman Dylan Parham from Memphis. At pick 82, we take quarterback Sam Howell from North Carolina. At 114, we get defensive line depth at that nose tackle position with John Ridgway from Arkansas. At 151, we take Baylor safety JT Woods. At pick 190, we get punter Matt Ariza from San Diego State. And at 213, we add another wide receiver, speedster Tyquan Thornton from Baylor. That is going to wrap it up for the Atlanta Falcons mock draft for the 2022 NFL draft. Falcons fans, let me know what you're feeling. Let me know what you feel about that Sam Howell pick. Let me know what you feel about that punter Matt Ariza pick. Let me know what you feel about the rest of the draft as well. You can sound off below in the comment section. I love interacting with all of you guys. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know what you would have done differently in a mock draft, or what you're thinking about for your Atlanta Falcons coming up at the end of April. You can also tap in with me on my social media accounts, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I will have a link for those in the description below. If this is your first time here at Mose Knows, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate your time and attention. If you can do a few things for me. First, hit that thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it. Second, hit that subscribe button and become a member of the Mose Knows fam. Once you're part of the family, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. We spread love on this channel. And then after you hit the subscribe button, take another 2 seconds and hit that bell icon so that you get notified when new content drops right here at Mose Knows. We still got to finish up all 32 of these team mock drafts, And then we have a bunch of content coming after that. And you want to be tapped in for when it all drops. Again, thank you. Love you. And I'll see you in episode 9. Peace.